test that Google is doing regarding AI overviews, and it's been almost like 1 year that Google has been testing a lot of things around AI overviews, but this is probably the most interesting one that I have found so far. So let's see what exactly is Google trying to do. For example, on the left hand side, you can see that I searched for how to do SEO for a small business in Melbourne. And it showed me this answer, long answer, usual answers, yeah. And the anchor text, this one, which has a dotted underline it, that is a link which goes to the SERPs. It does not go to any website, it just goes to the Google search results itself. So when I clicked over this one, it took me to these search results. And over here, you can see that what I clicked, Google My Business Listing, is showing up in the box over here. But if I look over here, it's saying showing results for how to do SEO for a small business in Melbourne with Google My Business Listing. And just below it, it's saying search instead for Google My Business Listing, which is interesting. So I clicked on Google My Business Listing in the AI overviews answer, but the next search result that Google is showing me is for different query than I might be expecting out of it. But there is a key difference that over here it's saying Google My Business Listing, but the results are for this long query, which is also somewhat misleading for the user, because generally Google search users just expect that if what the query is in the box, that's what the results are for. But here it's a different case. That's why I said that it's a really interesting test that Google been doing. And regarding the query rewrite as well, like you can get some idea around this, that Google took the base query like this one and just added the anchor text that I clicked to the end of it. So what happened for this one is it became how to do SEO for a small business in Melbourne. That is the base query. And then I clicked on Google My Business Listing. It got added to the end of the query, and it became how to do SEO for a small business in Melbourne with Google My Business Listing. And that's what the results are for right now. And just below it is saying search instead for Google My Business Listing. Yep. So this is a really interesting test. I'm not sure like where this will go, but it is almost query rewriting that Google is doing according to the anchor that user is clicking. So it's almost like redefining user expectations and rather taking more control around what is like getting shown to the user. And this is the one case that I noticed where Google is adding the anchor clicked like this one to the base query and showing the results for that. And I also noticed like a couple of other examples as well. So let me just scroll through, and here is another one. Like in this one, I searched for how to do SEO for a small business in New York. Yep. And there was one dotted underlined anchor text, local keywords. And when I clicked on that, it took me to this results where local keyword of course was on the in the search box. And just below that, just like my previous example that I shared with you, it's showing results for how to do local keywords for a small business in New York. Search instead for local keywords. So in this one, what Google did is it took the query, the base query, how to do SEO for a small business in New York, and the anchor that I clicked on, local keywords, but instead of adding that anchor, local keywords, to the end of the query that I searched for, it did some query rewriting. And if you see over here, you can see that local keywords went over somewhere here in the query. So instead of becoming how to do SEO for a small business in New York, local keywords, like the previous example where the anchor clicked is getting added to the query, it became how to do local keywords for a business in New York, which is surprising because it does not make much of a sense. Like a general or any search user who is based in New York, even if they are looking for SEO services for their business, it is highly unlikely that they're going to search for how to do local keywords for a small business in New York. like how to do local keywords, or rather it should be, I think, how to find local keywords for a small business in New York and rank for those in the search results. So the query rewriting over here is somewhat off. It's not the right query rewriting that Google did. So there was a mistake from Google side, I think. But if this test that I'm showing you right now gets scaled up to like millions of users that are using AI overviews, thousands of users every hour will get to see wrong results for the wrong query, and they are not responsible for it because they tried to search something different. Like over here, Google showed them a link which they happened to click, and then they ended up somewhere where the information is not right, the query is not right either. So this is like a really, really interesting test that I wanted to share with you guys. And of course, like there is one more example as well. This one is like how to do SEO for a small business in New York. And in the answer, there was a link to the SERPs which said keyword research. And if anyone clicks on that, it takes to this search results where, of course, in the search box it says keyword research, and the results says showing results for keyword research for a small business in New York. So this was a complete query rewrite, and this one is not like that much related to what the new query became. So that is really, really interesting as well. So if Google starts to do query rewriting at scale like this one, and users are interacting with AI overviews, it will become a part of the research of the SEO strategy or the SEO planning, to have a look at these queries and try to find out like what Google is rewriting, how Google is rewriting, what are the different variations for that, and according to that we have to decide the content strategy as well. So these are the kind of the things that I have been looking at in terms of generative engine optimization, geo. The term gets thrown around a lot online, especially on Twitter and on LinkedIn as well, but there is some gap. SEO is here, then geo is here, but what is the gap between that? These are the kind of the things which are gap, I think, for now. And in terms of like optimizing and doing these kind of the research, it's almost same SEO process, but it takes more time. So to do this kind of the research and find all the variations of the query rewrites for the targeted queries that a client want to rank for, I would need to spend like more time on it. And that of course comes up with a more fees for the SEO campaign, and maybe labeling that more fees as a geo part would be better than just saying it is SEO. So I just wanted to share this interesting test. Let me know what you think, or if you have seen this one. Bye.